Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Hold on to your seats because what's happening right now could be one of the most game-changing rumors we've seen in recent years. The NFL is buzzing about a potential blockbuster trade involving none other than Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' incredible tight end, heading over to the Washington Commanders. Yeah, I know it sounds wild, but all signs point toward this move becoming a real possibility, and it could totally shake up the NFC East and beyond. Let's dive into why this is such a big deal for us, what it could mean for the Commanders, and how it might just be the spark we need to take that next step towards Super Bowl glory. First off, we've got to acknowledge Kelce's incredible career so far. At 36, he's proven time and time again that he's one of the best tight ends in NFL history. Over his career, Kelce has amassed more than 500 receiving yards and 85 touchdowns, making him a constant threat on the field. His reliability is second to none, with 65 receptions, 780 yards, and 6 touchdowns in the 2025 season alone. According to PFF, he grades out with an 87. 4, placing him among the top tight ends in the league. The guy is a matchup nightmare, especially in the red zone, where he scored 10 touchdowns throughout his playoff career. Kelce's yards per route run sit at an impressive 1.8, and his EPA per target is a solid plus 0.32, numbers that show he's not just a possession guy, but a game changer. His blocking, rated at 74.8, still makes him a versatile threat who can do it all. But let's look at the bigger picture here. The Chiefs, currently sitting at 10-4, are reportedly considering trading Kelce, perhaps due to some slowing down. His yards after catch, YAC, average of 4.0 in 2025 indicates he's not quite the explosive weapon he used to be, but he's still a top-tier option. The trade package being floated around involves a 4th-round pick in 2026, plus a conditional 3rd-rounder. That's a pretty reasonable deal considering Kelce's impact and his contract, which, by the way, frees up around $15 million in cap space for Kansas City. The Chiefs' front office might see this as an opportunity to bolster their youth movement, especially with their focus shifting more toward developing the next generation of weapons for Patrick Mahomes. They're also mindful of their salary cap, which is currently over $18 million in the red for 2026, and their priority to keep Mahomes surrounded by young, dynamic talent. Losing Kelce hurts their middle-field threat, especially with players like Rice out, and it could significantly impact their offensive scheme. Now, why would the Commanders be interested in Kelce? Well, for starters, adding a player of his caliber is a game-changer for our tight end room, which has been a work in progress. Sinat, currently our leading tight end with around 400 yards and a PFF grade of 80, would benefit immensely from Kelce's presence. Imagine a duo of Sinat and Kelce working together. Defenses won't know who to double-team, and it opens up more options for our passing game. Plus, with Ertz still on IR until December 2025, Kelce's addition would help us sustain drives and elevate our short passing game significantly. Currently, our short pass completion rate is around 70%, but with Kelce in the mix, projections suggest we could push that up to 78%, with an additional plus 13% EPA and more consistent success in the middle of the field. This move could also give us that much-needed balance on offense, reminiscent of the 2019 Eagles after they added Ertz. Our offense, which has struggled at times this season with inconsistency and a lack of reliable targets, could see a substantial boost. The statistics support this. Adding Kelce could produce an extra 800 yards combined for our tight ends, which would be huge in reducing pressures on our rookie or interim quarterback. Think about it, a more balanced attack, sustained drives, and longer time of possession, all critical factors in grinding out wins. And if we look at the bigger picture, this isn't just about a single season. Kelce's presence on our roster could elevate our chances in the playoffs, especially in high-pressure situations like the red zone or late-game scenarios. His experience and clutch performances in the postseason are unparalleled. If he joins us, It could transform our chances of making a deep playoff run, maybe even contending for the Super Bowl. In fact, the odds of us winning it all would jump significantly, from over 15-0 to around 500 according to PointsBet's latest projections for 2025. Kelce's 200-plus playoff yards in his career add a layer of championship pedigree that could be the X factor we need to finally break through and claim that elusive Lombardi trophy. This potential trade also has ripple effects on our division rivals, especially the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys' defense has struggled against tight ends this season, and Kelce's addition would make it even tougher for them to contain us. It's no secret that Kelce dominates linebackers and safeties in seams, creating mismatches that are hard to defend. His ability to stretch the field, create mismatches, and make clutch plays in critical moments can't be overstated. It's the kind of upgrade that can turn a good team into a great one, especially when your defense is still a work in progress. Now, let's not forget about the broader implications of such a move. The Commanders have been rebuilding, trying to find their identity on both sides of the ball. Adding a player like Kelce isn't just about boosting our offense, it's about sending a message. We're serious about contending, about upgrading our roster with proven winners, and about making a real push toward the Super Bowl. That kind of mentality shifts the entire franchise culture, inspiring confidence across the team, the coaching staff, and the fan base. It also signals to other teams that the Commanders are not just in the game to compete, they're here to dominate. Of course, all of this is still speculation at this point. The NFL is known for surprises, and trades of this magnitude are rare but not impossible. The Chiefs may decide to keep Kelce, especially given his importance to their success, but if they do decide to move him, the Commanders would be front and center in the race. It's a move that could redefine our future, giving us a superstar tight end who can be the centerpiece of our offense for years to come. Imagine Kelce lining up in Washington, catching passes from a young quarterback eager to learn and grow, building chemistry that could last for seasons. That's the kind of synergy that could elevate us from a decent team to a legit Super Bowl contender. In conclusion, this potential Kelce trade is more than just a rumor, it's a game changer. It's a move that could reshape the NFC East, bolster our offense, and give us the leadership and production we need to reach the biggest stage. With Kelce's veteran savvy and playmaking ability, the Commanders can finally punch through the playoff ceiling and aim for that Super Bowl we've all been dreaming of. It's exciting, it's bold, and it's exactly the kind of move that could turn our franchise's story around. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Kelce would be the missing piece we need? Would you be excited to see him in those burgundy and gold colors dominating in FedEx Field? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of this team. Remember, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. We're on the cusp of something big, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our beloved team. Let's keep the faith, stay loud, and continue pushing toward that Super Bowl dream. Go Commanders!